Today I'm going to talk to you about our first frost Vidal Blanc. This is a late harvest wine. We let these grapes hang as long as possible and then we harvest at the frost in the fall. And that means they are at their peak maturity, they're at their most intense flavor, they're not going to get any riper than they are at this point. The Germans call this style of wine auslese. Now it's not a dessert wine yet, but it's in this middle tier between a table wine and a dessert wine. The German wine classification is complex, but it's essentially a classification of grape ripeness at harvest. Spätlese, Auslese, Eiswein or ice wine at the very top. It is this middle tier, this Auslese, that is the style of our first frost Vidal Blanc. Now it's a little more complicated than that, but that'll give you a general idea of the concept. Germany's reputation is based primarily on riesling, which create wonderful fruity wines. Now these range from crisp and dry to well-balanced sweet wines with enormous aromatics. And well-balanced is really the key here. A sweet wine is a boring wine. A wine has got to be more than just sweet. And both Riesling and Vidal Blanc are high-acid grapes, and they retain their acidity even at very ripe levels. That's what makes these wonderful grapes to work with in this style. The residual sweetness in this wine is created by a halted fermentation, and that's what sets it apart. Most sweet wines are a dry wine that you dump a bunch of sugar into to make it taste sweet. Basic wine chemistry is this. You've got sugar in the grapes, the yeast consume the sugar, and they produce alcohol and carbon dioxide. So with our first frost Vidal Blanc, what we've done is halted fermentation before it's complete. So we've got sweetness and alcohol in the finished wine. Now, chemically, it's a different kind of sugar because the grapes contain fructose, and it's sucrose that the winemaker's adding to make it taste sweet. There's a different intensity on the palate. Where a sweet wine really shines is with a strong cheese plate or spicy food.